Welcome back to the Operation Game Night podcast, where the mission objective is to play more board games. My name is Travis Smith. Joining me, as always, are my co-hosts Clay and Jared. How you doing, gentlemen?
Fabulous.
I'm just ready to rock, man.
Awesome.
If you haven't heard the last episode, we did 10-6. So you're jumping in here for 5-1. It's going to be awesome. But 10-6, they're great games too.
That's right.
I love those.
Yeah, if you have not listened to 10 through 6, you can go back and listen to those. Then come back to this episode because you're really just not going to understand where we're coming from. If you're just jumping in 5-1, like that's so out of context. But today we're sharing our number 5 through 1 favorite board games, our top 10 list, all in celebration of our 1-year anniversary. So happy anniversary, gentlemen.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
You didn't get me anything, did you? Aren't you supposed to get linen or something? Or
the 1-year anniversary is linen? Is that what it is?
I don't know. We have to go look.
We should have probably researched this ahead of time. But let's just jump in. We're doing our top 10 list, number 5 through 1. As same as last time, we are going to share the name of the operation as a little teaser. We're going to talk about the game, why we love it, and why it shines. So, Jared, hit me with your number 5 top 10 game.
Hit me with your best shot. This one, Operation Woodland's War.
Ooh.
Little furries out here running around trying to battle each other. Okay. Cole Worley in Leader Games came up with an absolute bop. Okay. Root coming in hot on my top 5. It's a classic, asymmetrical, badass game that has absolutely been the foundation of Operation Game Night. How could I not put this on my top 5? Personal favorite, Vagabond, probably. This little guy's crawling around the woodland. I think he's actually the mastermind behind this whole war. Is he the best? Yes. Actually, yes. I stand on business. I have so much fun when I play this game. The only downside is there's just thousands of rules, and every player has their own little gimmick that they do. That is hard to keep track of everything, but at the end of the day, you just have to have fun and just trust that your buddies doing the best they can with their rules, and you end up having so much fun when you play this. Every time I play this game, it's so much fun. I remember one time my brother came to visit me. We whipped out Root, he blasted off Root, and that was one of my favorite games ever played. Root, he learned it in 20 minutes and was grinding on some faction, and
it was the Crows.
He was the Crows.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with the murder of Corvids.
That's right. Corvid conspiracy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But then they keep pumping out even these awesome factions. So
did this
probably gonna hear a lot of Root today, but
did this fall off of your list from last year? Was it higher on your list last year? Is this new to the list?
I don't know if I put it on the list last year.
I don't think you did.
I don't think I did. I think I was so hyper focused on all my engine builders that there were so many in my honorable mentions, or I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even put this on there, that I have to recognize. This is one I don't think I've played in a year. I'm really sad. I have the app, and we just need to get a game going.
Let's do it.
I don't even have to wait to go up to Clay's. We can just grind one out on the app.
We should.
So,
okay.
Just saying. What up, Travis? What's the 5?
For my number 5, we've got Operation Gunsmoke Frontier. We're talking another sandbox game.
Yes.
We're talking designer is Herve Lemalt. And artist is Roland McDonald. We're talking Western Legends by Colossal Games. This fell a little bit on my list But like I said last episode, I'm picking games that if somebody came in and said, hey, I want to play any game, we're up for any game, this is one that I would want to get to the table. It's pretty easy to teach. It's a sandboxy game. You go out into the frontiers and you do what you want. You can go herd and wrangle cattle. You can mine for gold. You can revel at the cabaret, or you can go out and, hold up a bank or go and chase down fugitives. The sandbox aspect of this is great. The poker hand-based combat, also phenomenal. This game is so unique and it shines, and the expansions only make it better. The expansions, there's like a cart that goes around that you can hold up. There's a train that will go around the map that you can have a heist on. Man, it's so unique and so fun, and people get into this every single time it hits the table because it's just live your best Wild West life. And I think this game is so sharp. So,
and you can actually repent of your sins and become a good guy, right? You can be bad and then go be good boy.
Once you get
arrested, and then go back to being bad, right?
This is the one.
You got to do
one
time
time
first.
This is the one time that
the
judicial system actually works, and you you go in, you are reformed, and you can come out a good guy. So, plenty of people have change of hearts once they go to jail. It's okay, but this is just the board game version of that. So, Western Legends is my number 5. Clay, hit me.
For my number 5, we got Operation Tent Horde, and we're bringing it back with another small box where you're just diving into a temple, collecting gems and hoarding them in your little tent in Incan Gold.
Ooh.
All right. I was surprised that this popped up higher than For Sale. My history with For Sale is definitely longer, but my enjoyment right now of Incan Gold, it's the one I want to play and I have the most fun with because I just love that tension of flipping over that next card and hoping that you didn't see that same monster that you've already seen. Everybody leaves the dungeon, gets nothing. And just the interesting things that happen is like, as everybody stays in, there's more and more gems left on the trail, which is tempting people to leave. It's just so well designed the way that works. It's like, as people, it builds up enough that it makes people want to leave. But then as people leave, it makes you want to stay longer because now you're getting more rewards as you go. And I think that's so beautiful, and it works well at every player count. And it is such a 15-minute quick game, and I love playing Incan Gold, and pushing my luck is something that in this house it's a mainstay. So
it's great how they like engineered that social pressure into that game. Like just the fact that somebody else is doing something different than you makes you either want to like follow the crowd, like everybody get out, or I'm going to break off from the crowd and keep diving deeper. Yeah, it's so smart.
Yeah, it's great.
I like the little tents too, because it's something about not knowing if I am so far behind or so far ahead. It makes you maybe even take risks even when you don't need to, or I don't know, or maybe you're making like big risks and you absolutely need to. I don't know. I like the little tents. Big fan of the tents.
This is by Alan R. Moon and Bruno Faduti, by the way. I think the one by Eagle Griffin Games. So yeah, Incan Gold, great little push your luck card game, collecting stuff in your tent. Operation Tent Horde.
Awesome. Jared, number 4.
Operation Desert Dash. You want to hop on one of these humped beauties while you're running across this sandy desert. Egbert Spiel and Stefan Bogen are bopping out Camel Up. I like the second edition. Okay. You got the hard temple pyramid where you're dropping these little beautiful dice out and racing around the track. It's a crowd favorite. It gives you the small box feel in a big box. But great party game. You can play big player counts and teach quick. A lot of fun. Keep it light, and you can even have the youngins jump on too. I think I always have a lot of fun playing Camel Up, and the crowds love it. The crowds ask for it. The crowds want me. They want me on that wall. They want me to be cameling up. But I got a question for everybody. Has anyone ever heard it called Camel Cup?
What? Just because of like the font on
The font. Even
box?
just look at this picture right here for the YouTubers out there who are watching on the video. Some people think that the C is for the top and the bottom, camel and cup.
Well,
But
it's Board Game Geek entry says Camel Up.
It's Camel Up. Okay, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
the internet has said it's Camel Up, and the publisher says it's called Camel Up. So I think it's called Camel Up.
You can call it what you want, people, but
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I like it.
scientifically, it's Camel Up.
Yeah.
And I think Camel Up is only made better by Jared Erickson. I think you make this game, it takes it from it's like a 6 for me if I'm playing without Jared. If I'm playing with Jared, this goes up to a 9 because the energy he brings to it, when those camels stack and he's hooping and yelling and he's pooping those dice out of the pyramid, like you create such a fun atmosphere for this game that I would hope everybody listening should have a chance to play Camel Up with Jared or find a Jared-like person to play with. And it is a blast.
You just have to be really loud and be excited when they stack up and be like, oh! Lots of O's. So anyways, that's number 4, Camel Up. Hit me with your number 4, Trav.
Number 4, Operation Angel's Share.
Ooh.
We're talking Distilled. Jared hit it last episode. This game climbed high for me. Clay, I know that you soured on it after some long plays. But I've primarily played this digitally. And I think it cleans things up. It makes it so simple to follow. But when a game is put on the table and you say, all right, we're beginning right now, and somebody takes their first turn and you already feel like you're behind and you're like panicking that you are slipping behind and you're losing your competitive edge, that's how you know a game does a good job of creating that tension. And Distilled does exactly that. The second somebody distills their first thing or puts something in a barrel into their storeroom and you're like, holy smoke, I just sold vodka in a metal barrel with a glass bottle. Round 1, I'm losing right now. And it just creates that tension that I have to find a way to get ahead. Man, that pressure is so real and Distilled for me. And I have an appreciation of the distilling process and these people that spend their lives dedicated to the distilling craft. So the theme, the pressure, the interplay between players, it really makes this game shine for me. Distilled, published by Paverson Games, designers Dave Beck, and artist is Eric Evanson.
Oh yeah, I like the upgraded ingredients too to really make your drinks really pop.
Oh yeah,
make them
those signature ingredients.
Love it.
I just feel like I always do the same thing in this game. I know I whined about the playtime last time, but also I always felt like I was just kind of on the same trajectory every game. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pick one or two things. I'm just gonna get those ingredients. I never would buy fancy ingredients almost ever, unless I just had extra money. I would always just spend all my money on whatever ingredients I might need for my thing. I don't know. I just always felt like I was making the same decisions over and over again.
Well, asking me for the right strategy on this game is not the way to go because I always lose. But I find you sell your first label, right? Most people, it's vodka, metal barrel, glass bottle, round 1.
Yeah.
And then it gives you this kind of branching path to take. You can either take the victory points or you can take a signature ingredient. You can take the coins or you can take a distillery upgrade. And it gives you this branching path right off the bat that people can kind of craft their own way through this game. And I after a couple of plays, at least digitally, it makes it really simple to like try new things and try out new strategies. But yeah, I'm not the guy to ask on the path to victory because I'm quite terrible at this game. I just love it.
The big, like, you get a big bonus points by getting the labels, and if you see other players are going after similar labels, you can try and beat them to the point and kind of reduce the number of labels there are. If people are trying to go for the like real expensive, the ones that are lower, like the golden, I don't know, like but you have to unlock those recipes.
Yeah.
So if you both unlock a certain recipe, you're like, okay, you and I are now in head-to-head competition.
Yeah.
So
wow, I never
be
even
aware
thought
of that.
about that. I
You
never
may
even
not have
looked
known
at
it,
what-
but I have been like head-to-head with you.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
I've been mad at you, and you didn't even know it.
Yeah, that's upsetting. Dang.
No.
All right,
We
Clay,
should get
what's
a
your
game
number
going.
4? Yeah, we
Yeah.
should.
Yeah. Yeah. So my number 4 is Operation Tractacular. And this was already talked about on Jared's list. I think it was your number 10, designed by Jamie Stegmaier, produced by one of our favorites, Stonemaier Games.
Yes.
It's Tapestry.
Nice.
Interesting. I mean, I think we all have an appreciation for Stonemaier Games, but I think I don't know the rest of your guys' list, but this is the only Stonemaier game that made my top 10. And I generally like them all. I think they're good games, but Tapestry is the one that I have played the most and enjoyed the most. And I thoroughly believe it's because of the civilizations and the tapestry cards. Like, it just changes what you do so much. Like, in general, you're just picking a track, moving up it, and it can be kind of samey. You go up. I'm a military and explore guy. I'm just going to go up those 2 tracks, and that's my game. But you get a civilization that once I just played the other night with Mary, and I had a civilization that at the beginning I had to predict where I would end up, like how many technology cards I would have by the end, how many this and that. And it just completely changed the way I approached the game. And I love that, like, a little tweak like that can let you experience the same game, but in a whole new way. And if you know anything about me, it's that I like new things. So when I can play a game I already love and, have it in a slightly different light, that's what makes Tapestry stand out above, the 700,000 other games I played. It's not that many, but it's number 4 for a reason. I love Tapestry, and the production's amazing. The painted minis, oh my God, it looks great when you're playing it on the table. Can't say enough about it. It's wildly imbalanced. People complain about it. I don't care. That's not why I play games. I play games to have fun.
Well put.
Yeah.
All right, Jared, we're getting to the final stretch. What is your number 3?
Oh, yeah. Top 3 is pretty locked in tight here. Operation Ravenous Raiders here. You're trying to feed these hungry Vikings. Fireland Spiel Uwe Rosenberg hits us with a classic Feast for Odin. Special shout out to Obsidian, my boy on game on
Board Game Arena.
Board Game Arena, that I've been playing this for constantly. He's like some guy up in Canada that I have continuously played a game of Feast for Odin, and I love this game. A little puzzle, worker placement game, but there's also these little bonus cards you can get to unlock special abilities. I love rolling a die to try and kill some fish in the expansion. I really like the game. I do feel like there is a certain path to victory that I keep going on and I keep tapping on, but I just love it. I can't stop. I won't stop. I won't stop feeding my Vikings. I won't stop upgrading my items and filling out my puzzle. I like building my engine, because you can, wrap around those little items on your tableau and keep getting your bonuses every round. It just sets my brain on fire every time, since the first time I ever played it, and I will never stop playing Feast for Odin.
Jared, have you ever played any of Uwe Rosenberg's other designs?
I definitely, which I don't.
Agricola, Caverna. Those are the two that are similar type farming games.
Yes. Just the pure Euro. Yes.
Yeah.
I definitely have. And I do absolutely love those ones as well. And I considered putting those ones on the top 10, but I don't have as many, plays with you guys. I have played Caverna with you, Clay, right?
Yeah. And Agricola.
But maybe like only once or twice.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to get more reps in there.
Yeah.
But Feast for Odin, there's just like so much extra stuff. There's islands you can explore and fill out. Agricola and Caverna are pretty I don't know. They're a little
tight.
more simple, a little more simplified, a little more tightened up.
You like polyomino puzzles though. Like that's your jam. You like the polyominoes. You like to put them in their little grid and make sure that they all line up.
Yeah, but you have this like worker placement board that's like there's damn near 40 options. So you have a ton of paths to get what you want. And there's all these different resources that you can upgrade 3 different times to do different things with, like to put them on your tableau in different areas. Like if you have a shed, you can put any of them on there, but on your main board, you can only put the most upgraded resources. So they have to be the top 2. So, but you can start off with just the lower 2, but then upgrade them up. So like you can really you can win in any fashion, but like you can do it you can go any way you want. But it's just a very nice Euro that makes me very pleased every time I pop open a Feast for Odin. But if you don't keep all the plates spinning, you're gonna get schwacked by not feeding those Vikings.
Well, I've gotten schwacked every time I've played this game with you, so I can't talk. My number 3, man, this was one that I really wrung my hands about this year, but it is Operation Hero Strike. We're talking Marvel Champions. Fantasy Flight Games publication. Designer is Michael Boggs. This game I kind of got a little tired of for a while, and the quality dipped. I felt like they were introducing stuff that didn't really add to the game much. The quality of the heroes kind of dipped. The campaigns were not quite as fun. And then just recently with their X-Men inclusion and now their Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they're back on the rise. The X-Men added new aspects that you can add to your characters. The characters all interact really smartly. You can play this solo, multi-handed, without too much fluff and or tinkering with the system. I wish I had more players to play this with in person, but it's just as fun to pull out and just as quick to like play on a little desk right in front of you versus laying it out on this huge table. But I think that this card game is really smart. Not everyone's favorite. I know a lot of people lean towards like their Cthulhu living card game. Fantasy Flight does Cthulhu. They also do a Lord of the Rings living card game, which I've heard is phenomenal. That they're just continually putting stuff out for. But Marvel Champions is the one that I fell in love with, and you got to dance with the one that brought you. So Marvel Champions is my number 3. You know, I debated about this one for a long time, but if it weren't for the recent releases for this game, I think this would have dropped much, much farther. But they've just done such a good job lately with these last couple of releases that brought this game right back up. So Marvel Champions is my number 3. Such a smart card game.
Dang.
I remember the first time we played this one, and it was a steep-ish learning curve. But then that night that we played, I was like, we should play this again. But it was like midnight. I was like, oh damn, I got kids and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh, but it's once you played it once, you're like, you instantly know this deck builder. Well, it's not deck builder, but deck battle.
It's like, yeah, it's like pre-constructed decks, but I will
But
say,
it's still just so fun.
yeah, I will say that the first iteration, or like, the first publication of this, the rule book was really messy and people were just constantly going back to it. You still have to reference a lot of stuff, and I get it that that's not for everyone. But they do they have revised rule books that are much cleaner. They publish them. They're constantly working on them with their new releases, and they will just publish those online. And so if you can synthesize that information and apply it to the stuff that is already on the cards, it makes it a little cleaner. It makes it easier to navigate. The keywords are all bolded, so you know exactly where you're looking. They have like a glossary of terms, but for the most part, you're dealing with like the same 5 terms. It's like, toughened or confused or dazed, or they have these keywords that you continually go back to. And when you build your deck, if you just kind of look through and find, okay, this person is a mutant and an X-Men, and that's how I know that those 2 terms interact with others. So if I have other mutants and X-Men, those keywords mean something if I'm playing cards that affect all X-Men or all mutants. So, they do their best to streamline it on the cards. And in the rule book, it says, like, if something doesn't make sense, just do the most logical thing. And you go on. And even if you're not playing it correctly, then who cares? It's fun anyway. So, yeah, Marvel Champions still.
Who doesn't like being a superhero with your best friends, where you're pretending to be superheroes together?
Yeah,
it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
And they make the cards feel thematic and cool. Like,
oh yeah,
Quicksilver readies up like multiple times per round, so you can just keep striking the enemy. You got big, beefy characters that are like good in protection that will like take hits for other players. Big, bulky Space Marines. So,
yes,
yeah,
bulkies.
Well, Jared, I love superheroes too, and for my number 3, I have Operation Chibi Heroics.
Oh,
and we're talking about the better Marvel game. That's Marvel United.
Did you guys plan that?
We did not.
We did not.
No way.
Marvel United, it takes all the fun of being a superhero and makes it so a baby could play. Basically, all the fun text you get on your Marvel Champions card where you have to get your readers out and spend 10 minutes understanding each card that you have in your hand. In Marvel United, it might have an arrow, it might have a star, or it might have a fist. And you can use that card to move, save a civilian, or punch a thug. And you're working together with your fellow players. And the card I play, the next player also gets to take the actions on that card. So you're kind of planning ahead, working with each other to make sure you can take down the baddie in the middle that's, trying to destroy the town in some form or fashion. And they're all different. And I love it. It is a little more upkeep than I normally like. And I normally don't like co-ops, but I've played this game with my kids so much and we love it. And I probably also give it a bump because it is one of the games I've spent the most money on. So, no sunk cost fallacy here. Yeah. I am invested in Marvel United. I just think it's a super clean co-op game that gives you a lot of options to replay and, find new fun within the system. And the new multiverse campaign added some sweet stuff like item cards and, all types of campaign decks. I'll never play with 90% of it. And I have so much now that it's almost getting like horrible to get out. I'm like, okay, kids, pick your character. And they spend like a half hour looking through all the minis and deciding who they want. And then I have to sift through the box to find the cards for that mini. And then we do the same process for the villain. Once you pick those out, it's pretty easy to set up and get rolling, playing your cards and trying to outwit the bad guy. So I like Marvel United. I think it's a great family game. The base game is really like super simple. Like if you get the one showing here on YouTube, the first one, like that's a game you can play with, your 6, 7, 8-year-olds and have a really good time. And it's still a fun time for the adults too, I think anyway.
And the base game regularly goes on sale and includes the Spider-Man expansion. And you can get both of those for like $30 on Amazon.
Yeah.
Not that you should buy things from Amazon. Don't give Jeff Bezos any more money, but like it's regularly very inexpensive and you can find it for cheap and it's readily available and it's great for the family. I love this one.
Simon and Eric Lang. Sorry, I'm not doing good with my shout outs today.
That's all right. Good shout out. Jared, final countdown. Number 2.
Number dos, Operation Sandstorm Trooper. Designer Paul Denon, Direwolf. Easily one of the best deck builders, battlers, and worker placers that I enjoy. Dune Imperium. I'll bust this one out anytime I can with some people that enjoy some depth to their board game experiences. I play spots with them. If they're like, I need more, I'll try and just go straight to Dune Imperium. I will say it does cause a little bit of battling because the war that you have to do at the end of each phase, people get a little tense. That's okay. I like the tension, but this will get your blood boiling. It'll set your brain on fire. I do just super love the cards, the deck building on this one. I love playing this one at 3. Played it at 4. Was awesome too. Also, shout out to all my boys that have played this one with me because they probably hate me because I take forever to decide which cards I'm going to get because I look at all my little choices and which Fremen bonds I'm getting. But anyways, I love this game. Maybe I'll have to bust this one out for you guys because it'll warm me up for my number 1. A little foreshadowing.
Yeah,
they're almost the same game.
This is another
number 2.
This is another one where, like, right off the bat, you feel like you're behind because the second somebody like gets the Mentat up top, or they like are climbing that track for the Bene Gesserit relationship or the alliance, like you feel like you're behind from the get go. And yeah, like you said, like the very first time I played this, my brain was on fire, and I had to get it played again because there's so many paths to victory, and it's so hard to like see through and have that path be like illuminated for you. I love this one.
Yep. Played this one on my Christmas board game adventure with Dallin Tavoyan. Shout out Dallin. I played this one at 2 and it was still just so good. Dueling with him. And it was, I don't know if we used the I don't know, not computer, but like the blocker.
Automata.
But we had a blast playing this one, and anytime you get to draw extra cards, I always love doing that too. But
excellent,
love it. Travis, what you got? Number
2, Operation Vagabond Shadow. It's Root. We've talked about this game so many times. Asymmetric warfare. Every faction is unique and different. I named this one Operation Vagabond Shadow because the Vagabond will sneakily run away with wins right under your nose. That's what they're best at. Just when you think that they are not going to do anything and have minimal impact on the game, this one single little character will slip into a clearing. It'll grab a bunch of loot out of the ruins. It'll befriend somebody. So my public service announcement to all Root players, do the table a favor and go smack the Vagabond. Smack them upside the head. Don't let them steal your wins. Operation Vagabond Shadow, Root, designed by Cole Worley and Leader Games. man, I cannot say enough good things. The reason this one stayed so high for me is because I am able to get it to the table, right? I'm playing it digitally, but even the digital implementations go really fast. I played one game in one sitting in half an hour. Like, it goes really fast. And I think the digital adaptation, while it's not quite as fun as getting a group of people around a table, the fact that you can like introduce challenges and different win conditions in the digital version just makes this game like really live on. You're playing as, I don't know, the Corvid conspiracy, and they're like, you have to win with a minimum of 3 extortion tokens out there on the board, and keeping those plates spinning and like those different win conditions and different things to focus on really bring new life to this. It's like playing chess with like altered rules, you know? So I think this game got a lot of longevity out of the digital version. I wish they were a little faster with adapting new factions into the digital version, but this one continues to live on in my heart because of that digital version. I just wish I could get the physical version to the table more often. So Root is my number 2. Clayton.
Oh. Operation what now?
Operation Exploding Kittens is my number 2. We're talking about a 2024 release from Dr. Reiner Knizia and put out by Rebel Studios. And you are cats hoping not to explode as you venture your way into space. The real exploding kittens. We have Mlem Space Agency.
Nice.
This game, I don't know how many people have this game as their, top 3 games of all time. This was my favorite game of last year in 2024. Something about it, it's like the Goldilocks game for my gaming taste. It's right in the time frame I like a game to last, 30 to 45 minutes. It's designed by my favorite designer. It has push your luck, which I love. And it has shared incentives where everybody at the table is boarding up on a rocket together. And there's one captain that's in charge of your fate, but you can jump off and leave the rest of the kittens behind to go collect points on a moon. And the way you move up by rolling the die is kind of hard to understand at first, like what die you lose and have to keep as you're the commander. But after you play it a couple times, it's pretty simple. And I have always had a good time playing this game. And there's expansions that come with it. It's super affordable. Mlem Space Agency, I think, is a great freaking party starter by Dr. Reiner Knizia. I don't know if Travis, have you ever played this? Jared, I
have not, but I'm really surprised that this moved so high up on your list. Like,
yeah,
you sent us a little preview, and I could not believe that this was not only in your top 10 over some that were honorable mentions, but all the way up at number 2. That's unbelievable.
I was unfortunately not able to play this one. It was on a table next to me when we were in Colorado Springs at the giant game night that we had at your house, but no.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll bust this out at World Series of Board Gaming. I want to show you guys the fun of Mlem Space Agency because that's what it is.
I just saw Mary kicking people's trash. I mean, I think we've said Mary so many times, her name so many times.
Mary, she looms large.
Podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, she's just the puppet master up here.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, it's hard enough. The like tantalizing thing of getting to deep space is like, hard enough to do that it doesn't happen that often. And when it does happen, it's a stand up and cheer moment. And I love that. It's a lot of fun.
It's like Camel Up meets what's that? The one with the warrior, or not the warriors, but you go deep in the cave and
Incan Gold.
Incan Gold. Yeah. All that mixed it. Yeah, it's just great. And you lay your cats on top.
It's a little bit can't stop. A little bit.
Yeah.
Love it. Awesome. Jared, your number 1 game of all time?
I think if people are surprised by this, they haven't been listening to Operation Game Night long enough. But Operation Hidden Temple Czech Game Edition puts out absolute banger by Elwin and Min, the combo that just keeps giving me so much love and joy. Lost Ruins of Arnak. Absolutely love it. Dallin, my true love, has been playing this with me for 3 years now. I have a couple. You go onto my board game arena right now. I am spinning a couple extra games going to prep me for my World Series of board gaming, because at the 4-player count, it's unique. I like it at 3. I love Arnak at 3. Once you hit it at 4, it's a whole nother animal. I've been, and that's what I'm going to be playing at the World Series of board gaming. Because now you have so many other turns that are happening before it comes back to you to go explore this beautiful lost area, to go find your guardians, to go collect your resources, to go up your research track. I mean, it's just a very tight deck builder and worker placer that it hits me so well that I love it. I love all the little assistance that you can get, and like the timing. Some of these guys that I play with are just, they're expert timers. They wait for the exact moment to buy the right card. They wait for you to make a move so that they can go grab whatever that pops up, and it's all luck. But they wait specifically for the luck to go in their favor. But I mean, easily played this one 500 times on Board Game Arena. But love it.
Sure.
I've talked about it way too much on this podcast, so I yield back my time. So,
yeah, I want to give a shout out. Jared loves this game, like he said. We do have an episode in our back catalog. I had the privilege of sitting down with Jared and diving into some strategies in Lost Ruins of Arnak. And honestly, it really just talking to you and like your passion about this game has made me like it more than I used to. Like, I'm like, I see the beauty of it. No, I'm starting to, through your eyes, I can see the beauty of, otherwise it was just like it was a good game for me. Like, I thought it was a nice game design, but it was never that exciting for me. But after that conversation with you, I was like, you know what, this is top tier right here.
Why did it latch onto my brain? I don't understand why certain games will like engulf someone like these games do,
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. Arnak nowhere on your guys' list, but for me, it's like, it's just in my DNA now. It's crazy.
It's everything.
Travis, what's the top one?
Like I said, I was going to pick games that if somebody were to walk into my house and say, let's play a board game, we're up for anything, what game would you choose? And so for my number one, I have Operation Jabberwock Jamboree. Been lingering over my shoulder this whole episode. We are talking Wonderland's War. Druid City Games, published, designer by Tim Eisner, Ben Eisner, and Ian Moss. This game is kind of a little combination of all these other games that we've talked about. Jared, you talked about Quacks last episode. Quacks, you have like renewed playing variation every time you play it because you can flip the ingredients and make them do different things. Wonderland's War is the same thing. When you're grabbing the Wonderlandians, they can do different things inside your bag. The 2 phases are super clean. The player aid flowchart keeps everything nice and clean. You're going around the tea party table to put out your troops, to get shards of madness, to do all these different things. And then you go to the war phase, which is area control. Man, the unique player abilities for all the different faction leaders, the bag building, like literally everything about this game just shines. And The art is phenomenal. It's striking on the table. This game is just like gets me so fired up. I love it. I cannot wait for their 2-player version, the Wonderlands Duel, coming to Kickstarter in like next month, I think. And I'm really excited about that. If it's a smaller box and a 2-player version of this that keeps everything like the spirit the same, I'm going to be all on board, because Wonderlands War, while it is great, the learning curve is a little bit steep. It is a little bit intimidating to pull out of the box and put onto the table. The setup time is a little prohibitive sometimes, but man, when you are in a game of this and people are really getting into it and the rules are clicking, it's so smart. I think this is like a combination of like all my favorite mechanisms in a board game. It's a little bit of press your luck. It's a little bit of back building. It's a little bit of area control. Everything comes together in this game that really makes it shine for me. Wonderlands War, #1 game of all time. Signed, sealed, delivered.
It's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
It's a really good one. I don't know if I had it on my list, but because I didn't think it was going to make the top 10, just because like I said, at the top of the 10 through 6 episode, my list has definitely gone light this year.
Yeah.
As you've seen. So I might have not even added it to my Pub Meeple ranking, because I was just like, you know what, I doubt it's gonna, make top 10, but it's a game I would always be down to play with the right people, because it is a freaking good time. That bag battle, pulling the chits out simultaneously and moving up the battle track, like I love that.
And not only that, but like there's a little bit of press your luck where you're pulling the chits out of the bag, where you are gaining these madness chips that could benefit you if you bust. Like timing when you bust to clear your madness chips off and start fresh for future battlegrounds is like such a unique take on that press your luck bag building, like drawing chits out of a bag. That is really smart. They like mechanize that failure of the press your luck. And I really enjoy that.
Yep.
Clayton, bring us home with your #1 game.
My #1 game of all time is Operation Battle Euro. And this has not slipped off my list, even in the midst of a lighter year of gaming. It's Dune Imperium.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, I freaking love Dune Imperium. And solely, it is, I mean, the rest of it, it's fine. Like, there's deck building, worker placement games. There's deck building games, there's worker placement games, but it's that battle at the end of the round that just really gets me fired up. Like when you flip over at the start of a round and you can see the rewards that are up for grabs, and you're trying to determine if this is the round I want to go in and try and win, or am I gonna, putz around this round, kind of keep my troops back in the garrison and try and, like gain some alliance with the factions while everybody else fights over this. And then next round, hopefully, maybe it's one of those coveted 2-point victory battle cards. And now I'm going all in. I've recharged. I'm ready to go. And now I'm fighting for those spaces that let me put troops into the conflict. Like that is the game for me. That and the intrigue cards that just make it so engaging and so tense that you always think you're like one move away from, pulling off this awesome thing. And then somebody goes to the spot that would allow you to put the troops out into the battle. And you're like, oh my God, how am I going to do this now? Like, it's just a perfect game.
Heart racer.
It's a perfect game, in my opinion. I love this game.
Oh, yeah.
Travis, this didn't show up on your list. I was surprised by that.
I like playing this one in person. The app is great too. No problems with the app or the digital implementations. This one burns a hole in my brain since the very first time I played it. I do love this one. I love it a lot. But when I was like sitting there thinking about games, I was surprised at how late this came to mind. And I haven't played it in probably 2 years now. Like it's been a long time. And I think because of I had a lot of other recency bias, And I was straying a little more simplified game mechanic. And if I'm going for deck builder, the Star Wars Clone Wars is hitting the table far more often than this as a deck builder. So,
yeah,
I don't know. I still have so much love for this game. It would definitely be in my honorable mentions. I wish I got this played more. It's just it's been a tough year, tough couple of years for board gaming. So yeah, Dune Imperium is should be on everyone's shelf for sure.
They got to put a warning label on Dune Imperium for people with heart conditions, because your heart will race when you play this game, and you have to have like serious poker skills to keep your shit together. When you get an intrigue card, like you were saying, Clay, that you're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna win, and you have to be like, if they put their worker right there, like that spot right there, I'm effed. But if I get to put it right there, I can win. And then you're just like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. But then you have no idea that other people at the table are having that exact same experience because they have a different path to victory.
Yeah. Oh my
Everyone
God.
is eyeing that one spot, right? Like, it's so crazy.
Yeah.
It really, I think, brings out the theme. Like, everybody's got these plans and plots and, machinations.
The cards are just I under invested in intrigue. I'm all in on intrigue now. Like,
You're
but it's so random too. Yeah, I'm a Benny Jesse. I thought it was a Fremen. I'm a Benny Jesse. So,
all right. Well, we did it. For the sake of time, why don't we save our thanks and our shout outs and all of our appreciation posts for maybe next episode? We can record one more, like just a shout out to everybody that's helped us along the way. We want to make sure that they get the love that they deserve. But this has been an awesome countdown. Numbers 5 through 1. We did it. Our top 10 board games of all time. We did it. 1 year. We made it.
1 year.
Congratulations, boys.
Hey.
For Operation Game Night, I have been Travis. He has been Clay. He has been Jared. And we're out.